Hello everyone, my name is Olga Hudson and I'm teaching music at Gold Saxophone Music School. I'm teaching how to play on saxophone, how to play a recorder from 2.5 years old. At the beginning, I would like to introduce and share a little bit about our company, what we do, and later on we're going to get into agenda for our lessons for today. So, Gold Saxophone Lesson and Music School, we are based in New Zealand, in Auckland, and have two physical branches in Auckland at Takapuna and Manukau. We also do an online music lesson via Zoom, and today you have an online lesson via Zoom, but just introduction and the saxophone. And if you just only about to start learning how to play saxophone or just started, you can have a look and to make a decision if it's something what you're interested to be in and learn with us or with anyone else. So what we provide, and this is our Facebook page, we are providing individual approach. We checking your hearing ability, musical skills. You to learning music, you have opportunity to express your creativity, improve your memory, and of course, our teacher have passion and perseverance during the education. The main part what we are doing individual approach in terms of we have our program, but all our students we are asking main question: what is your goal in overall? In each lessons we are asking what is your goal for today? What would you like to achieve? How you can reach us? You can reach us on Facebook page. Or you can send us a mail on goldsaxophonenz@gmail.com or phone number +64 2218439 on Viber. We also have our page, our web page. In there, here's some information about us and what we do. And one more platform we also listed at New Zealand Music Teachers Online. And also information about us. So we successfully doing for last 3 years. The last 5 years we're doing online lessons. For last 15 years we're doing lessons, a physical one. And for last 3 years via Zoom. We believe that Zoom is the most effective platform to be able to conduct education. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing and same time I'm going to introduce the agenda for today's lesson. First lesson which will be included about saxophone, about instrument, what kind of instrument. And today we're going to talk about alto saxophone, parts of saxophone, how to look after to keep and maintain this instrument for long term. At the same time, we're going to learn about link of notes and we're going to learn our first 3 notes. And after that, we're going to play our first song. Alright, we're going to share screen and we are moving towards we're going to move towards next task. I'm going to share. Presentation and I'm going to share presentation and it will beautiful. So first presentation from Gold Saxophone Music School, saxophone lessons for beginners, and we will start from introducing parts of saxophone. Two main part, that's body, that's here, biggest part, and neck. So that's two main parts. If to get into details, we're going to introduce from up to bottom, from up it's mouthpiece, it's black part which attached to the neck, ligature, neck, octave key behind. We're going to look at next presentation. Neck, crook, neck, crew, keys, spatula key, barrel, key guard, tone holes, bow. Beautiful. Going to get into details. Very important part is reed. Reed, this is part which designed from wood, and by vibration is going to introduce the sound which saxophone play. Ligature is part which holding together reed together with mouthpiece. And crook is this part attached to the neck. What? Beautiful. We're going to get into next part. So how are we going to assembling the saxophone? The first attach strap to saxophone, attach neck to body, tighten neck screw, attach, this is one, attach mouthpiece to neck, flat side to reed against the flat side of mouthpiece, rescue reed and ligature, recure reed and ligature, tighten ligature screw. So my personal consideration for you, the first to look after mouthpiece, to put together mouthpiece and reed and stick. Alright, more detail we're going to talk just a little bit later. Alright, so I'm going to look up the next presentation. In the next presentation we can see more detailed. Alright. And more detailed presentation is here. I know you can't ask a question now, but I do my best to explain you everything in easy way. So the first part, you need to put in water, in glass of water, reed, or to your mouth. What kind of reed I would consider to choose? If you're beginner playing saxophone, at beginner level, you're starting out, I would consider to have a reed 1.5 to maximum 2.5, not more. Because with smaller number reed, it will make you feel when you're playing easier. With less effort, you can introduce the sound. Alright, first part. Second part, when you first one, moisturize reed with water or by putting in your mouth for 3-5 seconds. Flat side of reed against flat side of mouthpiece. This is number 2, you can see. Secure reed with ligature. You put ligature on top. Tight ligature screw. This is ligature screw and you will tighten carefully. Apply crook grease on grease. Apply crook grease on crook. Crook grease you can buy in shops. I also highly consider to buy just Vaseline and apply on the crook. Why do you need to do so? It's prevent you from any damages because repairing part will be very, very expensive. Right, apply crook grease, done, attach mouthpiece to neck. So mouthpiece attached to the neck. You attach strap to saxophone. It will be here. It will be shown in next video. Attach neck to body and tighten neck screw. So that all saxophone Beautiful. So I want to put other part how we putting together saxophone. Yeah. So next part I'm going to share next presentation. Alright, how it look like? First one, put on nylon strip. Second one, left palm on wrist near octave key. We're not pressing octave key when we play in first octave. Second part, right palm on the hook, resting, not lifting. Yeah, this right hand, just resting. This is kind of a small insurance. You never use, never lift. Sometimes saxophone saxophone can be could be falling down, and this hand will be your insurance. It's very useful. Alright, so we're going to next one. Next one, left hand position upper key. And you're using first finger, second finger, third, and your second key, it's a little bit smaller, you are missing. You don't require to press this one. Your right hand position on second part below saxophone, you're using just 3 fingers, and your small finger you don't need to use. You don't need to use for now. Just resting. Alright, beautiful. So now I'm going to, before we start, introduce a few important parts. Before you have make a decision to start to learn how to play saxophone, you need to think, because this is kind of instrument. This is expensive, yes, but a repair it can be more expensive. Saxophone is something what if you want to start to play, you can try. You can take few lessons, but if you like to, you can hire instrument. But if you would like to purchase instrument, I would like you to develop already sense of commitment. And if you buy an instrument, that's meaning it's something which will be with you to the rest of your life, something like a marriage. What is important about saxophone? About saxophone importance to remember, it's a very fragile instrument. We have a lot of keys, a lot of buttons, and you need to give a proper care, you need to give a proper storage, and you need to be very careful when you use them. Proper storage, we always keep in our saxophone in the box which you purchase them and you receive when it's delivered or got from the shop. Second part, you never put in your saxophone on stand. It's only professional musician required to put saxophone on stand when you're playing on few different saxophone on the stage and you can't put anywhere. You can't put on the permanent position on the stand because each key have a cushion which created from natural leather, which can be dry or get moldy because depends of temperature and time of the year. It could be damaging for your saxophone. With saxophone, we are never playing in cold weather. It can be disturb tune and make unperformed saxophone. Other part is important as care. Every time when you play on saxophone, you're required to use it to create your oven cleaner, which I will be introducing in the next lesson, or you can buy. There's something with pulling inside or saxophone and taking out. It's usually material and dry to take apart reed and ligature and clean from moisture, because moisture it can be very damaging for saxophone. And if you clean saxophone for every time after you use, your saxophone will be last long for you. Alright, so what are the important parts? I'm going to stop sharing And same time I'm going to share other document. So second part is about why saxophone different from different instruments. In terms of care, yes, you need to be careful. But advantages of saxophone: if you play in saxophone, you can play anywhere from any time because it's very comfortable and easier to carry. It's very elegant and different. With saxophone, if you're moving from one country to other country, and if you can play at least 10 to 15 songs, you already can get a job to play in a restaurant, on birthday or wedding anniversaries. Um, so it's always extra income, or can be your main income if you're looking as a career opportunity for yourself. Um, with saxophone, the difference between saxophone, piano, and guitar, because on saxophone we are using multiple skills straight away. Why? First of all, because you are using your mouse, your embouchure. Embouchure is all muscles around mouse. This is called embouchure. And to be able to play saxophone, you need to learn how to have a correct posture of lips, correct posture of muscles and jaw, correct posture of your teeth. This is all can help you to establish correct posture. Second part is breathing, because can you imagine when you play an instrument, you need to think how it's your position on lips, teeth, embouchure, muscles, jaw, how we performing. You need to think and control them. Second part, you need to think and control about your breathing. Third part, you need to think and control your fingers where they are. Fourth part, same time you are reading and understanding notes. So fourth part, you're accounting and calculated how long is notes. So it's quite very hard, but always it's rewarding. At the beginning, I highly consider to have at least few lessons for 3 to 6 months from uh, teacher who has professional education and understand different schools teaching, and who able to help you assist, because um, not correct posture or embouchure will be damaging for later on, because learn you can play somehow, you can learn to play somehow saxophone, but to relearn and to play really in good quality, it's quite hard. It's not easy. All right, so we are going to next stage is embouchure. And embouchure, we're going to look few different presentation. This is picture not so much visible, but it will be on next presentation more. So when a lips outwards, it's not correct. When our lips inwards, it's not correct. Inwards. And only relaxed lips, or he's particularly introducing classical or modern posture. He's introducing classical. Classical when we are lifting our chin down, pushing down. But I would be considered to have a mix with modern. Here, absolutely everything relaxed. We just doing little smile. And little smile creating perfect cushion for saxophone. Alright, so how we doing? Bottom lip forms a cushion between the lower teeth and the reed. Top row of teeth resting with on top of the mouth do not bite. Make sure your upper teeth do not bite a mouthpiece. Airtight seal created around the mouthpiece, so we make sure it's a little bit tight, but not too much, just to prevent to um, a leaking of air. Alright, beautiful. I'm going to stop the share presentation, and we're going to move to the next one. Beautiful. We're going to again talk a little bit about posture. Yeah. So on these pictures, you can see more easy. Outwards, no, no. Inward, no. Just little smile in comfortable position. Beautiful. For this type of for correcting your posture, it will help you to use a mirror. When you use a mirror, you can see and adjust for yourself. Of course, teacher's advantage, but for now, just use a mirror. Mirror definitely will help you. All right. Here, bottom lip form cushion between the lower teeth and the lid and make a little smile. The top row is resting, do not bite. And your lips created, seal, the seal, resealing to prevent leaking of air. All right, beautiful. We're going to go to next presentation. Next presentation. Going to go to next presentation, which we're going to learn link of notes. All right. Beautiful. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to learn. I'm going to explain you how notes they look and what they mean. Semi-break or whole note equal 4 beats. I usually call it F because it's round. And you don't have to remember complicated terminology. Semi-brave, it's don't need it for now. Whole note, it's more than enough. Whole notes equal 4 beats. A minim or half notes equals 2 beats. A crotches or quarter note equal 1 beat. So you can see here. A quaver or 8 notes equal 1.5 beat. So it will be 1 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus. How it will be, what is different? Length of note, what is mean? 4 will be 2, full note, half note, 2, fourth note, 1 beat, 2, 2, 2, 2, beautiful. Quaver or 8 note will be 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Beautiful. Just try. All right. Beautiful. Before you try, now you see and you don't understand what kind of notes here. You don't know what is it, right? So I'm going to share you a little secret which have been developed, have been borrowed and developed, borrowed from recorder music school, which introduced learning ability for learning structure for 2.5 years old. So for today, we're going to learn 3 notes and you're able to play them. All right. For previous exercise, you can take any notes. You can pick 1 note, 1 finger, 2 fingers, and 3 fingers. What is the secret of the school which we have been adjust and designed for our school? First of all, we're going to learn today it's B, A, and G, and you can see here it will be you're going to use only your left hand. Will be 1 finger, 2 fingers, and 3 fingers. And what we created, we use for notes instead of notes, we use numbers. Will be B, it's 1 finger. A, it's 2 fingers, both, not just second one, both fingers. And G is 3 fingers. Just try. This will be your first notes. Right? Beautiful. It's whole note for beats. So next one we move into reading exercise. So you play G, B, G, A, So you just playing, and you do not looking on the name of notes. You just only can. You don't need to look on the lines because it can be skip and confusing, particularly if you don't have any musical education and understanding of. So will be 3 fingers, 1 finger, 3 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 2 fingers, 1 fingers, 3 fingers. So each note will be 4 beats. And here, as we introduce and loop, here it's on second line, it's a G note, and G is a free fingers. There will be 3 fingers, 1 beat, 3 fingers, 2 beats, and 2 beats will be 4 beat, which a fourth note, which will be just only 1 beat, quarter note, quarter, and 8 notes will be half beat. Yeah, beautiful. Spend time maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So now you just focusing on your embouchure, and you learn link of note 4, 2, 1, half. Not beautiful. So I'm going to stop share presentation. You can stop, pause at any time, and just focus, to look on notes and focus and play them a few times. You need to remember to play on saxophone. The main it's your blowing ability, how you blowing, how you breathing, um, and this is very important. We're not going to get into exactly in details on this lesson how you require to breathe and how you require to blow, but breathe, for breathing only, I will going to mention when we always breathing by mouth. We breathing by mouth, and when we inhale by mouth, exhale by mouth, inhale by mouth, and exhale by mouth. So we're not breathing by nose, because if you're breathing by nose, you can create very bad habits, which will be very hard for you to play in high octave key. Alright, I'm going to stop sharing this presentation, and we're going to see the presentation, which will be song. Will be your song, which you're going to play for today. You can play a few times and just stop, just pausing this video and just play. All right. So there will be the notes. When you can see the black one, it will be 1 beat, which around and with stick, it will be 2 beats, and round note with no sticks with anything, it will be 4 beats. So how you will be play? You play will be 1, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So you just do not, you don't have to look in consideration of tone, how it's high or low, but the main part for you is link note. So you don't have to play so fast. You can play it slowly. We can play slower bit. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. And then you're playing, just get on focus on the bar, not just straight away. Just looking on one bar. This is bar, or just one lines. Don't try to just rush and play everything. Get to divide on the small pieces. Alright, so this is sound is something what you can practice at home with enjoyment, and just have a fun. Of course, I know it's in first lesson. It's I can do only partly what we can in first lesson, but it's something what can be stuck to. So you learn about the saxophone for this lesson, what it's include in saxophone, what its part, how to hear about saxophone. You also learn about link of note. You learn about how to establish correct embouchure. You learn about techniques, breathing techniques when you're breathing by your mouth and inhale and exhale by your mouth. Um, so for first time, it will be for you enough to have a little bit experiment and to see. I hope you enjoy these lessons, and if you interested to learn saxophone with us, just let us know. Give us a call or just send us a mail to goldsaxophonenz@gmail.com. We're happy to answer for your questions, and if you think saxophone is something what you would like to learn, just let us know. So thank you for your time, and I hope to see you soon with us. Have a good day. Bye bye.